Hey, yeah, signed back into Buyee. Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. And yes, another ginormous Buyee box has shown up. I signed back in, and I think in about 2 hours, I was watching about 40 different auctions. Bid on probably a dozen of them, and honestly, I don't remember exactly how many are in this box. 5, 6, I'm not sure. But before we dig into the box, I just want to take a second and, thank you guys for hanging out and waiting for the video. This week, just been awful busy doing a lot of stuff that I normally wouldn't be doing. Remodeling our bathroom is a project that was started last weekend. Get some painting done, get some other stuff done, but this week been working on other things. It's just a lot of stuff to do. Putting a new floor and new doors, tearing out all the old fixtures, the towel hangers and all that stuff, repairing the walls, painting, rehanging all that stuff. There's just a lot of stuff to do. So it's still a work in progress. I still got some trim work to do, and I've got our hallway to put the tile down on, but it's, for right now, it's done, usable, and everything is functional, so it's good enough for right now. One cool thing I did pick up this week is I got this cool little toolbox. Went to Lowe's to get parts and stuff for the build, and got this cool little toolbox to put on my bench, which works great because I have a drawer over here that has a lot of hardware and other stuff in it, and all these tools and things were in that drawer. So anytime I went to get anything, it was digging. So I've got my calipers in here, I've got my little E-clip tool, got a little pin vise in here, I have my turnbuckle wrenches, some assorted lock nuts, the foam body washers, the Loctite stick. If you guys don't have one of these, I really, really, really like this. This is so much easier and better and less messy to use than the liquid Loctite. You just kind of rub it. It's like a chapstick. You roll it up, and it's really great because you can just kind of leave it a little bit up and just rub the screw into it, and it doesn't, it's not drippy and everything. Just thing. Body clips, screws, more body clips, a ton of shims and stuff like that in that one. And of course, we had to decorate it up with a bunch of channel stickers. So there's a ton of channel stickers in here. I'll put up close pictures there while talking, but that will live over there on the desk, and now everything, it's arm's reach. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to heft this giant box back up on the bench. I'm going to cut the box open, and we'll just pull them out one at a time. But as you can see, it's not opened up yet. So you guys are seeing it as I'm seeing it. Alright, so there's a lot of crap packed in this box. So we're just going to take them out. I'm going to unwrap them. There's going to be a whole lot of little fast-forwarded clips of me unwrapping stuff. Just doing that to cut down on the noise. Alright, we're going to get back to this one in just a minute, because that one there is a very special one. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. So first up, we have the Tamiya Superfighter G on DTO2 chassis. Now, I bought this one basically because it's going to be a good parts car. Basically, the only thing it's missing is the shocks and obviously electronics. Now, whoever did this put some time into it. So they painted it like a white and, I don't know, it's almost like a coral color. Actually, it's really nice looking. But this one has the clear gearbox. From the gearing, it's barely been run. From the bottom, it does have some scratches, so it does look like it's gone out and run 1 or 2 times. Not very dirty. The battery trays get a little bit of scraping and stuff in there to where it has been run, but it has not been run a bunch. And what I mean by they put a lot of time into it, they actually painted the little body post up there, kind of that salmon color, coral color. Everything was done very nice, and it's kind of like a flat matte finish. But anyway, this is possibly going to be the DTO2 run car for the CW1 Speed Challenge buggy this year. So what I'll do is I'll get some shocks slapped on here. I'm going to pull the stock, and this has the black end bell stock motor in there, so it is got an original old school kit. But yeah, since this one is already kind of really scarred up and scratched on the bottom, we're going to run this one. Now, not sure if this is going to be the body. Probably at least take the wing off and put something on there that won't get destroyed. But if it does get banged up, it gets banged up. This one was dirt cheap, and you know, nice little add to the collection, and it will save my really pretty Sand Viper from getting trashed out on the road. Actually, this one goes along with this one because it was all one lot. So this was all one lot. So we have TLO1 chassis and a full runner chassis, basically. And these were both super cheap. I'll put a price up below what I got this for, but it came with a whole bag of the parts for this one. So it looks like basically because I've got the rear hubs, the rear arms, the out drives. So it looks like all I'm missing on this one is drive shafts and the suspension pins. Everything else looks to be here. It's got bearings in it. So this one just basically needs a motor and some hardware, and this one just needs some tires because this has some slicks on there that have definitely seen some better days. Has some aluminum motor mounts in this, and actually in this one it also has some aluminum motor mounts, but has the steering and everything ready. So essentially I have almost two. Somebody was racing this one. Obviously you can see kind of the shocks on it. Somebody's definitely been racing. This one has the rear sway bar in it. And kind of one of the reasons I really kind of wanted to get this one is this one has a Kyosho mega motor in it. And does not look like it's seen a lot of use. So this is a 22 turn single line outlaw stock motor. So just the motor alone is about what I paid for the whole car. But again, this one is fully ready to go. Just needs a servo and electronics and a body. Now, of course, these didn't come with a body, and you know, I'll need to get some body posts. The rears look fine. The fronts are all wonky. But again, I kind of have a parts car here. Oh, this one is missing the drive shaft and the covers. So basically, parts chassis, rolling chassis is what this one was. But again, super cheap for that one. And I have a body in here that will hopefully fit that 2.5 done. Alright, we got a couple radios. I'm not even going to open those up right now because I'm probably not going to use them. Let's see. Alright, next one up. Ooh, this is pink. Alright, so next one up is a little tiny pink MO3. And, whew, it is pink. Yeah, it's almost as bright as it is in the camera. But the body's in pretty good shape. It kind of looked like it was a little bit worse in the photos. But actually, the body's in pretty good shape. Now, this one has the original black end bell motor in there, and it actually has a CPR unit in it. I have a radio that's compatible with that, I believe. Does not look like it was used very much. There's some dirt and stuff behind the little foam bumper pad that they have on the front and the rear, just to keep the plastic from rubbing up against the body. But overall, chassis is scratch free. The arms are scratch free. The tires are in great shape. So this one looked like it probably did some laps around a track, a carpet track or something, and just picked up a little bit of dirt and dust. But overall, it looks to be in great shape. And this one is an older one because it does have some of the kind of the gold plated screws. So nice original one, and the body looks like it'll clean up. It just has some like staining from sitting around. This one looks like it should clean up really nice, and you know, I love the Mini, the old school Mini. So this is really cool, and definitely the pinkest car that I own. So we have a coral and a pink in the collection now, which is good because we're getting away from the blue. All right, speaking of blue. And this, we have the, I believe this is the 99 Subaru Rally Body. Now, I've already got this car, and I believe this is the same one, but I'm hoping that, you know, maybe that is what, so kind of my hope is, you know, we'll be able to, you know, get that on there in decent shape. Body posts look fairly close. Might have to flip the rears, but, you know, that's kind of my thought process, is turn this into a little, another rally car. And like I said, the body was basically a secondary, because this came along with the buggy that I wanted from the lot. And that is this. So I basically got this along with this, and this is the Tamiya Blazing Star. Now, it has been used. It has seen some tumbles and some bumbles, but the body and decals, I can get new ones of. But overall, the buggy looks like it's in great shape. Definitely needs a tear down and clean. Got a lot of grease on the rear end. Looked like somebody was really grease happy. There's a lot of grease in the universals, but it has been run, obviously. There's some scarring and stuff on the bottom, but nothing bad. This one came with the Futaba radio and the Futaba ESC. So the ESC will surely stay. The crystal radio will head out. Now this one does have a broken chassis, but I do have, I'm 99% sure I did order a new chassis for this. So we'll be able to replace the chassis on this and get this one all cleaned up. So this is a down the road project. I wanted to get it in to see, you know, did I need to order a body? Did I need to get decals and all that stuff? And I do. And the tires are a little bit stiff, but, you know, those are what they came with. Now, I'll probably get the tires off, soak them in some WD-40, soften them up. Some simple green or something like that to, you know, soften them up, and then get the tires in some peroxide, get those bleached. And but yeah, this is a down the road project, but for right now, you know, it is what it is. It's my obsession that I can't stop buying things. So overall, really nice little buggy. I will get a new body set and new wing, because they are kind of dinged up and starting to show some issues. There's a crack over here. But yeah, get that set up. Now this is a really nice one. I do like the big, forgot it was four-wheel drive for a second. So this one does have the big kind of truck tires on it, which is cool. You know, they kind of fit the buggy. It's got a big kind of oversized off-road stance to it. Now we have, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 in here. So in this one, I'm not even going to take it out of the bubble wrap right now. This is the Neoscourcher. So essentially, I bought this for the sum of its parts. You know, has the body, has all the parts in there. They just had to take it open and pull out the oil. So for the price I bought this for, I really can't buy, you know, a body set and some of the parts for it. So now I have basically a whole donor parts kit if I need anything. And, you know, down the road, if I find a really cool paint scheme I want to do on it, heck, I've got a whole new kit I can build. So that one for now is going to stay in the box. So, we bought a Sand Viper. DTO2 chassis. Boy. So, another DTO2 chassis. And, yeah, I kind of bought this one for the same reason. It's lightly run. It's in great shape. This one does have the chocks on it. All it needs is the electronics in there. And they were even cool enough to tape in, you know, the little switch boot and everything for it if you had a Tamiya receiver. Now, the body is in really nice shape. And this has not seen a whole lot of use. You know, this has been around the track, probably 5 or 6 batteries, and that's been it. So, what was going to be the donor for the speedrun challenge is probably just going to be left as it is. And I will get some, get the shocks on there, wheels and tires, and touch up a few little spots on it. And that's pretty much just going to be a fun runner. And then this is the one we will actually throw some speed at. So these tires and wheels may get transplanted onto that for runner. This one will get run. This is probably going to be the speed run car, just because the body's lightweight. And, I'm not upset if it gets scarred up. Is what it is. I've got donor parts here. So yes, we have speedrun challenge car, we have parts car, we have going to be a rally car with a parts car, we have the MO3 with the mini body on it, we have the Blazing Star, and now let's get back to this one, because this one is pretty sweet, and I really, really hope it showed up without any damage. Okay, so what this is, and I didn't recognize it at first. I was like, what is that? Is that a hot shot? What is that? I just saw in a little thumbnail kind of a hollow black tub chassis with red shocks on there, and I'm like, what is that? If you guys knew it when I pulled it out and set it on the bench, holler out in the comments. So this is a Kyosho Shadow. It's a four-wheel drive buggy, and I got this for one heck of a Buyee bargain. Keith obviously was not looking at Buyee that day and totally missed out. Sorry, Keith. So this was sold without a body, which I'm not upset with at all. I've already got the decals in from MCI, so basically it's just a bunch of kind of yellow stripes with the four-wheel drive Shadow and all that stuff on there. So already have that, so we're ready to go on that. The body is on its way from Team Blue Groove. Now, this came from a vintage collector because this does not have a scratch on it. This was built and put on a shelf. Now, what happened to the body? Nobody knows. But mechanical speed controller, the ceramic resistor, a Le Mans stock 05 motor, the nice red oil-filled shocks, which don't feel like they have oil in them. Maybe they're just friction shocks. I'm not 100% sure. But again, this thing is absolutely pristine. There's not a scratch on it, not a ding on it. Whoever built it well and does not have like a whole bunch of flashing bits and everything sticking off of it. So yes, this one is very, very cool, and this one is just going to be a shelf queen. I'm not sure if I'll even run it around the yard. Now, the tires, the fronts do have flat spots on them. The rears have a little bit of flat spots on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, unfortunately, the tires are glued on. So not much I can do about the flat spots other than, get it up off the tires, and, hopefully the flat spots will work themselves back out. But, even with the flat spots, I'm not complaining. All original Kyosho Bridgestone tires on there. Everything on here looks like this thing was built yesterday, except for the tires. We got my phone out, and I will tell you exactly what all this mess cost me. Buyee. Yeah, I'm still signed in. So I will say I just bid and won on another kit. So for the Blazing Star buggy and the Mini and the MO3 chassis, paid $95 for both of those. For the DTO2 Super Fighter G and this body, I paid $35 for those two. For the two TL01 chassis, so you have basically a full roller and the full parts chassis, I paid $30 for that. We'll come back to this one in just a second. For the TTO2B, the Neoscourcher here, we paid $56 for that. For the Sand Viper, $38 for that. And then back to this guy. Now this one was the most expensive, but 90 bucks. I paid $89.70 for this guy. Now, obviously, you have to add in shipping. So shipping on that big ass box was 200 bucks, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kits. So what is that? Less than 30 bucks a kit. So, everything up here was, 90 bucks or less, basically. At that point, I will almost put the entirety of shipping on this. To find a buggy in this condition, like I said, this looks like it was just assembled yesterday. It is absolutely immaculate. Like I said, it's other than the flat spots on the tires, that is the only downside I can see to this buggy. Everything is in there, everything is intact, everything looks pristine, and as soon as we get a body and the decals on here, that's a $350 buggy all day, especially on the Evil Bay. So I am not concerned about it. Like I said, I will throw the entirety of the shipping on this one and basically got the rest shipped for free. So not a bad deal at all. Now, did I spend too much? Would you guys have spent that much on all of this together? Let me know down in the comments. I'm not trying to brag and say, oh, look how much money I can spend on cars. No, I'm considering this. Look how much money I'm saving on cars. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 projects for $450, $500. There are people going out and spending, $1,000 on one basher, and they have one car. Now I have an entire bench full of stuff to occupy myself with for over the next year. So I just opened up the TTO2 box. Said I wasn't going to, but figured I wasn't going to put it on the shelf with bubble wrap on it. But open it up, everything's in there: body, wheels, tires, hardware, chassis, all that good stuff's in there. But I forgot, this actually did come with some hop-ups. So we have the metal low friction suspension balls. This actually has the high-speed gear set. This does come with the 63-tooth spur gear to go along with the high-speed set. So somebody was planning on making this guy fly. This has come with the aluminum motor mount. It has the carbon fiber battery plate and transponder mount and foam bumper. Not sure why. It has partial drive shafts. So this is the shaft part of the universal drive shaft set. So I would still need the outputs. So that one, yeah. And then TRF bearings. So anybody that knows Tamiya and their bearings, I'm literally just holding $1,000 right here. So first time and probably last time I'll ever have TRF bearings, unless I get lucky and they come with another kit. So yeah, I forgot about that. It's a nice little bonus when I open the package. The bumper, fine for a TTO2, but not really a TTO2B. But everything else I can throw on there. Not sure if I'm going to go with the 63-tooth spur gear. We'll probably save that for on-road car. It's going to be a little blistering fast for my little track. But yeah, nice little surprise when I opened up that box. So back to what we were talking about. That is everything, guys. Hope you guys like the little, unboxing and, enjoying my insanity of buying more and more and more stuff when I already have a pile of stuff I don't have time to get to. Anyway, guys, everybody out there, you guys be happy, be healthy, be safe, and let me know down in the comments, do you think it was a great score? And I will talk to you guys later. See you. That's still hot, son of a...